It says, did what my father said and let my mother mold me. Well, I've decided that it must have been your father told you to talk and act when the interviewer came, and my father told me not to talk. And then I let my mother mold me. But not into that with my daddy. I didn't want to be all like her. But see, you want to be the one in control. Never going to stop to get what I want. You have to, without a doubt. Because now you're all grown up. You think you're free at last. You think you're out there on your own. Free. Now control this. Now the thing is, you were under control and you wanted to take control, but not of yourself. You said, I want to be the one who's in control. The devil used your lips to say that. That's how Fiddler ended up being in control. That's how that interviewer that came and picked you and not me is in control. But see, you're thinking mother and father are in control. That is until you noticed the control over you was sold. And hopefully you noticed in your example. And what is that example? Me. Now, you're out of control of me. And you don't like it. And see, you thought you had control all this time of me. And now you can't stand it. There's no control over Tanya. You know why? Because I want to be the one who's not controlled. I don't want to turn into that example that I said a lot of black men have. We sit at our dinner tables with our families. And if you happen to be that man that beats your wife, or scares and puts fear into with your voice and your stature and your money into your family, then there's no love and they don't love you. You just have some sort of demonic control. But see, the thing is, in the black family, we sit there and we all talk about the white man as if we don't like him. But there's too many black men at the table who wants to be the man, the one who's in control. Imagining that you could ever be one of the 1%er when you can't even control your willingness to learn math. If the title of the group is 1%er, how the hell do you fit in? It don't say 1.002689%. If it did, you'd be on the 1.000000. That ain't no fit in. That ain't even no get in. Which means now you must learn that this is a pyramid. Because the one on the top stays on top. You know? Sometimes that 1%er dies and leaves everything to the dog. Next thing you know, there's a dog with a butler and a maid in the 1%er group. Why would they do that? to be evil and not have that seat taken by someone below the 1%ers. I'm making that up. But I've seen that. So now what happens if the dog dies, Tanya? The dog didn't write no will. Then the seat disappears, huh? And then there becomes less 1%ers in the world. And then what? One person becomes the 1%. And what does that mean? That they would own 100% of the people. With their power. The people that are controlled under the power. I'm not going to be that one. See, you got to be hard-headed, for good reasons. If I die holding on to my hard-headedness for good reasons, then that's what I'll do. Because that's the definition of, if they're going to hit you anyway, they will hit you anyway if they're going to hit you. Do not cower. That doesn't say you're not going to die. Because the hit might kill you. They just, that's how you're thinking when you fight Mike Tyson Punch-Out, right? I had to say a real older game to keep up with the 50-year-olds. But I know y'all young ones know that game too, huh? It's classic. But now, that's a good idea. You get in that ring and you're in the round. Tanya, nicknamed Josephina, a.k.a. Almita tomorrow. But all I need is my Texan. Because my daddy wanted me to have that name. That's why I asked how to spell it. Because that didn't sound like the name. I was told my daddy's name didn't sound like Cummings. They didn't, imagine that, they didn't teach me how to spell Laurence. That, Michelle, is another gotcha. Because he's not my dad. It wasn't an important name but to spell. You didn't teach me how to spell Michael, because for a long time I couldn't even spell your own brother's name. I didn't know if it was the E or the A or the A or the E. But I could have learned it. Because I learned things like Cummings, Yvette, Antoinette, Steamer, and couldn't spell cat. There's a lot of reasons for that. And then got me in school all mixed up because they did that with Walter Cummings. A lot of stolen babies around here. A lot of babies made to be sold around here. So the Cummings was going to sell me. Now see, when you sent me out there to the Cummings a couple times, and they had to send that ass back, you lost money, huh? You was going to let them keep me, I'm sure. And when I went to LA. So that was 4 times you tried to sell me, Michelle. But that other time when you was trying to sell me to Ada, and the other time when the interviewer came and my daddy said, don't talk. When to strangers or anybody. He had to have, because I talk very well. Yeah. I've been talking a long time. By then, we should have been like 3-4 years old. I must have been told not to talk about my daddy. And I didn't listen to Michelle because she was mean. So when the people came, I didn't even perform. I sat there, and they was like, no. Then everybody scrambles around, go get Janet, go get Janet. Well, maybe that's my name, just to get the other baby. Because it seemed like it might have been a whole nother interview. And people were thinking one baby was the other because they hadn't heard yet. I don't care, because guess what? I did what my daddy said do, and you did what your daddy said do. Which means I'm a good girl. But I didn't do what my mama said do. Which means I'm a good girl. Did what my father said and let my mother mold me. But that was long ago. That came out when I was in high school. If I hear that song and think of myself, that's because when I was 17, I went to the military. But what was that? I still had to do what people say do. But you know why I went? Because I knew I raised myself and that I'd hung out with Michelle and I wanted some more raising. So I went in there to let the Air Force raise me. I didn't stay long, but I sure got that raising done, didn't I? Thanks to Michelle, I didn't stay. Else I'd probably be just not getting out. Oh, I could have got out at age 36, retired. I'm just letting you know they probably would have needed a bitch like me. All the way full up, trained up. Yeah, I'd have had a problem. Still do, though. That's your problem. I'm still the same person. Because guess what my uncle told me? The one that's on Michelle's side, the Playboy Bunny's ex. Harry, Vietnam War veteran, Marine. He said that they were just dropped off in Vietnam. In fact, he didn't know that question what basic military training was. He had no idea because he'd never been. You sighted the dotted line, you leave the MEP station, you're dropped in the jungle. OJT. So when he told me that, and I knew I did get basic military training, I realized I'm ahead of the game. I said, I'm going to need to use that training to survive. Because they survived that Vietnam War without the training. So even though I'm out here in these streets, I'm gonna walk alone because ain't nobody gonna walk with me. I don't feel like leading them because I don't feel like being no hoodlum. I don't see nobody out here trying not to be. All I see is people not caring and losing morals. Dr. Sawyers, Indian chiefs, nurses. They get on the drug and lose morals. They be real smart. They come up with real good licks to hit. Especially until them credit cards run out, stuff like that, whatever. I was very careful. I didn't say I was a good girl all the way. I said you got to stand on the line and then jump off that motherfucker on the good side. Standing on the line might make you fall off on the bad side. You got to stay balanced, and that's why it was a good thing people shunned me. And it's a good thing that I didn't let it bother me. Used to it. That way, no one asked me to be on their team very often. Trying to teach me up some bad shit. But I already know how to do me by myself. I don't feel like getting that much trouble. I don't feel like standing with people that have already been arrested 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I figured their ratio would rub off on me. If I was to be a criminal. If I'm sitting around, running around, down the street, looking like you're homeless, but you ain't, you're just smoking. Well, your auntie sent you out there and you ain't got nothing else to do. You forgot what else to do. Oh, you can't afford nothing else to do. Well, let me try to hustle up some money. Oh, next thing you know, you spend the money in the hustle area. It's easy to get caught up. Now, if you're homeless, you might have to go into those areas to make a hustle. Better not breathe too much of that polluted oxygen. Better not kiss nobody. They'll blow smoke in your mouth. I don't give a fuck if you try to do a closed mouth kiss. It'll get so warm. Your body likes warmth. It'll get to you. They'll get it to you. Because eventually, they'll get you comfortable. Especially y'all girls. But y'all like, I say, now boys, let me tell you something. Never let them blow that smoke on your dick. Oh, you don't smoke drugs, but you give them a hit, so they'll blow on your dick. Either you trying to get your dick sucked or she trying to get hit. Right? So then, what you gonna do? First of all, you just wasted a hit, because if warm smoke does it, then you just need some Newport smoke blowing on yourself. No, you get numb like that, don't you? And everything starts feeling low. Now you're addicted to it. And you'll eventually let her blow some smoke in your mouth. And then you'll say you don't smoke, you just like to take a little charge. Fellas. Next thing you know, you're like, let me just get a small pull after you. And then the next time you ask for that small pull after them, it'd be a full pull. Or a full charge. The charge from the lips will be a full pull. And then the Jezebel has won. So you can't let your penis talk for you. But see, that's the only part where the female does that. Once all that happens, the man turns into the hoe. He don't know how to even get a woman no more without it. When he gets clean, he got to figure out how he used to get women without drugs. And some of them will still get the drugs to get women, but don't smoke and won't let them blow it on them no more. Or either go through the whole thing again. Message! If you don't smoke, don't let your body parts smoke, ladies. Don't let them blow it down there. You got 4 or 5 holes down there for the smoke to go up. Do not allow someone to do you like that. Same thing can happen to women. Except for men, it's not nice, because then all of a sudden, that's all you want to do. That's all you want to do. And then eventually, it don't work no more. Then you get older, and you've been drinking, and now you got high blood pressure, and now you need what? Some Cialis or some Viagra. If you ain't already been doing that before you needed it. Broke dick dog. That's what Michelle will start calling you. God damn, that's the goddamn broke dick dog for a quarter. Now you know what I saw. I had to just stay homeless again. Happy to a whole lot of y'all. Peace out.